High-stakes matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Utes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The hand to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. No Cam Scatterboo this season. Guys, he was the definition of all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The quick out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the Utes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The inside handoff. Shakes off the defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bentley. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. It's a running room. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Dampier. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Trying play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Offense calls a timeout here. Important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. They'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Utes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Going up top again. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Utah! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. Just a hair too much on him from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Working the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking.
Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Pulls it in, it's McClain. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Quickly complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Makes a connection. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a great example of quarterbacks trusting their targets when throwing vertically down the field. There are a lot of quarterbacks that might have shied away from that throw because on the corner route, that receiver was covered, but this QB knew. I've practiced with this guy. We've been in games before, and I know if I just give him a shot, if I can just put it somewhere within his catch radius, this guy is athletic enough to go up and make a big play for me, and you saw that confidence on him.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
To the air, it's Levin. Steps away to find some room. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Wants to fire on second down. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's going to take off. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Now, on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utes!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Notre Dame is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Rockne and Leahy, this has not been a blowout in South Bend today. They're up by 4 over NC State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Levitt. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. And the Sun Devils want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. He's going to let it go. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Dampier. Looking to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Now on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Brings it down on the right side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They ran it on 1st down, now on 2nd. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
In the red area, it's Parker. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Handoff from the gun. Oh, spins away. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And the Utes will hustle to the line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pulls it in. It's McClain. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Got a man. It's Udo. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Looking to pass. It's Levin. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Tyson. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch, but the official's right on top of it, signaling out of bounds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rolling right and going deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Well, that's the danger about being in a 3rd and long situation. You've got to push the football downfield, and the defense is expecting it. So they've got guys in the back end with their eyes on the QB. They're able to make the interception. This offense is going to have to do a better job generating better plays early in drives moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking for a crease. It's Parker. Past the first down marker and still running. He'll have enough for the first down, and that is likely how we'll wrap up the third. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. He's loose.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the done.
Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to bull his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you.
It's a seam wide open. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. The Sun Devils in the hurry up.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second.
Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw it. Going up top. And it's picked off for the third time today. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Working that left side now. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And the Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds a little space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Skips away from pressure. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
No gain, but you got to be creative, right? Once you get near the goal line, you got to try to get the ball in the perimeter as fast as you can. So many big bodies come in the game. You want to get the ball with some speed on the perimeter. You gave it a successful try, but the defense was ready for it. No dice. Good job by the defense being ready.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This defense impresses me. When they're in short yardage situations or when they're in goal line situations, they just seem to play tougher. They just seem to play better. They've got guys that get after the football, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better.